Do you know when you try to manifest and people make you feel bad for feeling bad? In order to manifest and attract that certain thing in your life, you need to be at that exact same vibration. So only feel good emotion, only feel as if you already received the thing, and that's okay, that's fine, that's true. Yeah, you want to attract something close enough to this certain vibration in order to be a match to it, and welcome it into your energetic field. That's correct. However, if you're feeling like this and someone asks you to meet this level of high energy, high vibration, that's a torture, that's cruel, because you know that you should somehow be there, but you're here and you can't help it. And this makes you feel even more miserable, because on top of the fact that you can't attract what you want right now, you also are blamed for feeling like shit. It's a new form of cruelty that New Age has pushed, this narrative. That's more helpful in my opinion. You should work on why you don't feel a certain way, why you feel a certain way. This is very important, because the risk is for you to be even further from what you want, not closer, because not only you feel the lack of this certain thing, but you also shame yourself for not feeling good about it. I get it, the point is correct. In order to welcome something, you need to be a certain vibration. Yes, that's I agree with that. The problem is reversed. It's for you to pay attention on why you aren't here, because this is our default state, believe it or not. We should be okay. I don't mean happy, euphoric all the time. That's another extreme. But if we always feel miserable, shitty, and depressed, and sad, and angry, and upset all the time, that's not okay either. There is something that we haven't addressed. So if you haven't manifested this thing in your life, I want you to ask, which part of me doesn't want it? And find out where the resistance is. Because if a part of you strongly believes you aren't ready to be here and to welcome this thing in your life, and you're still pushing hard, trying hard in order to get there, whilst at the same time knowing deep down that you don't feel that good, so you are also gaslighting yourself in the process of manifesting, and this is not good, right? If 20% of your consciousness thinks you want to become rich, or you want a fulfilling relationship, whatever, you want to attract a job, whatever is the case, and you are doing meditations, daily affirmations, and you are feeling like 5 minutes every day before sleeping, you're feeling you achieved it, and you feel the good emotions of it, and you write down and you repeat, okay, Abraham Hicks, Neville Goddard, everything good, but if a part of you, let's say the 80% of you, of your subconscious, doesn't want it, there is no possible way you can achieve that thing, and you are only increasing the conflict inside. And this is very important, because you risk falling in this loop of self-blame and shame, and feeling even more miserable because you don't have the thing, and you can increase the gap between you and that vibration, because the scarcity level increases, because it gets confirmed day by day. You get more proof that you don't deserve the thing, that you aren't worthy of it. So what I want to do is just be honest with yourself. Find out the part of you that is putting a lot of resistance, because I guarantee you it's there. Otherwise, you would already have what you want. If you don't, it's a part of you still is scared, doesn't think it's a good idea, associates what you want with something negative, with the negative consequences. It doesn't have to be logical, but in your life, something happened that made you believe this thing is not safe. So I want you to have a real dialogue with this part, with no pressure, no rush, with empathy and active listening. I'll give you an example. I wanted to lose weight some years ago and I just couldn't. I tried everything. I work out and all kinds of cardio and eating in a proper way and intermittent fasting. I tried everything. I was like, why I can't get what I want? Why I can't achieve what I want if I'm putting all this effort? And for me, the part that put resistance was afraid of getting attention from people. And I was shaming the side of me that felt pretty or good in her body, because in the past attracted negative feedback, negative outcomes from it. Like I would get negative attention from being pretty, let's say. And so this was a form of a protection for me. Even the fat layer, if you look at the psychosomatic and metaphysical meaning behind that, it forms a shield of protection that keeps connections away, so you can't be hurt. Yeah, it could work for some times on some levels, but you will feel miserable inside, because you will feel unhealthy and uneasy in your body all the time. So I dealt with that part, and it was really easy for me to lose weight from that moment on. And another example I can give you, you really desire to attract your special person, your twin flame, a partner. And you crave this emotional connection, this intimacy with someone, but you can't attract them. You only attract bad examples of partners. And this is because God, the universe, wants you to look at your wounds, at your shadows. And you can only do that through mirroring. So life will send you the same kind of person, the same kind of pattern over and over for you to notice something. And if you stop and do the work on this part, you will sense a shift, like overnight. You will stop attracting a certain kind of person, and you will start attracting people that vibe similar to you, because by doing the inner work, your vibration naturally goes up, and you will find the people that are a match. Because if you have a wound around unworthiness of love, being unlovable, not being enough, being always abandoned and betrayed and rejected, all of this is in your internal system, because you created some patterns. Your brain created patterns through repetition. If you experience the bad stuff over and over, you create an assumption, you create a belief that people are unsafe, that people will always abandon you because you are unworthy, and so on. What you want to do is work on these beliefs that you find out in this pattern. Find out why you are attracting this person, what is poking inside of you, which wound, and take care of the wound. Heal this emotion, let them out. Talk with this part of you that believe you are unworthy of love, because these parts are just protecting you. And if you do this, if you work on the resistance, I promise you that the gap will be lesser and lesser. And at some point, when you are really ready and with no fear at all, you will attract what you want. I'll give you another example, personal. I have this YouTube channel. It's I'm just doing it, I'm just uploading, I'm taking my time. I'm using all the strategies, you know, the stuff around YouTube. But a part of me is still freaking scared of success, of being seen completely, of being exposed, because of my experience of life, because of my past. So I'm also challenging these beliefs and my resistance, overcoming my comfort zone, in order also to trigger this part of me. Every time I record or I upload a video, I get a lot of trigger, because it's not just a what if people don't give me a like or keep ignoring me. No, the deepest fear is what if it works out? Then in fact, I know this works, this is what works. Don't push against yourself just because some spiritual guru tells you that you should feel a certain way. That's a gaslight. When someone tells you to feel differently than you feel currently, that's a gaslighting. But you don't want to, on the other hand, attach to these negative beliefs and these painful emotions. You want to just let them go, listen to them and let them go. Integrate the shadows. This is the work basically. And if you try it and it works out, you can leave a comment, if you feel like, if you're ready to. Okay, so until the next video, and happy healing.